on Windy City Weekend. Ah, puppies! Paws Chicago is here with adoptable dogs to help predict the winner for the big game. Plus, we hear from Wheel of Fortune's Mackie Sajak about how you can audition to become a contestant on America's Game. And film critic Richard Roper lets us know if it's a spend or save on the newest series on streaming platforms. Now, here are your hosts, Val Warner and Ryan Cheverini.
Welcome to Windy City Weekend. It is Friday, February 7th. This is, of course, a big weekend. The auto show opens to the public tomorrow. And, of course, the Chiefs take on the Eagles. Can you tell who I voted for? And the Super Bowl this Sunday, as if it were a vote.
Yeah, okay, first off, are you in the market for a new vehicle? Because I know you go to the auto show and then you think about, you get tempted.
Yeah, I am not in the market for a new vehicle. I finally found the one. And you know, I rotate every 3 years. I think this is the one. I'm having the time of my life.
Yeah, that Lamborghini, it fits.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's great down State Street, pulling out of the
so good in the snow. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, you know, I love looking at the new vehicles, but I live downtown, so having a vehicle is
You haven't had a car in how long now?
like a decade.
Has it been 10 years?
Yeah.
I remember when we first started Windy City, like, you did have a car, and I think that was the last one you had.
That's it.
And then you just been using your 2 feet and
Uber. Oh, who just asked me today if I could order them an Uber because she doesn't have the Uber app? Only you and my father, who's 83 this year.
Mike Cunningham doesn't have the Uber app.
Okay, well, he's 86.
Tracy Butler doesn't have the Uber app.
I'm not going to mention anything about her age because I love Tracy.
Yeah, but there are
Sorry,
a lot of people. I am the Uber, and I've been the Uber, you know, my whole life with my kids.
I know, but it's so nice to have the Uber app, no? Or just Lyft, any of
I actually think I have the app. I've just never activated it. Now, my daughter uses the Uber app. Well, she doesn't need to now. She has a car.
Does she put the Uber bill on you?
Yes,
Yeah,
she absolutely does.
That's why I don't have car or kids.
Yeah. You will save a lot of money. Is there something you want to wish me?
Happy Black History Month.
Thank you.
That's what I was
Yes,
saying.
it's happy Black History Month. This is our first time seeing each other. February 7th, we're 7 days in. We only got a little bit left to go, so make it blackety black.
Oh my God, you posted something funny. That's an inside
That was
joke.
yeah, because it was a meme. That's one of your favorite comedians.
Who was it? I can't remember. I
From
seen someone.
Key and Peele, I believe.
Oh, it
Wasn't that him?
It was, yeah.
Yeah. He was like,
Key.
yes.
Yeah.
He was talking about basically how, you know, he loves being black year round. But this particular month, he was skipping because it's to be extra blackety black.
The internet is undefeated. They have some of the best sketches ever. I mean, Dave Chappelle, all that stuff. But yeah, I did see that on your Insta story, and it did make me laugh. So
Oh, good.
there you go. Happy Black History Month, everybody. And you know who I just ran into, who we need to have on this month for Black History Month?
Who?
Sherman Dilla Thomas, who just got the big job.
Yes.
The DuSable Museum, and we had him on, remember, years ago, and just to see like the trajectory of his career.
Oh yeah, I recently did a neighborhood walk with him where he took me around Bronzeville, and I mean, Dylan knows so much. It's unbelievable, and to think that this show here was one of the first shows that he did in Chicago.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Maybe even the first.
Just so happy for his success. We're going to have him on for sure.
Yes.
But of course, the Super Bowl is this weekend, and shocking, the Chiefs are back in it. They'll be possibly the first team ever to win 3 in a row, which is a three-peat, and that means that Pat Riley is going to get super rich. Not that he needs more money, but the Hall of Fame coach and executive for the Miami Heat, he patented the phrase three-peat.
Did he only patent it for football or any sporting team that goes 3 times?
Any sport. So the Lakers had a chance to do it, and they didn't. But it
back in our day?
Yes, they went back to back.
Oh, I thought they did 3. But the Bulls did 3.
The Bulls did 3.
2 times.
Yes. The Bulls did good job. 3.
Yeah, my sports
and they would have won 7 straight if Jordan hadn't retired.
Yeah. So he's going to get paid because he patented 3-peat. How brilliant is that? What is the thing out there that we have not thought about that we should patent that happens once in a lifetime, and we're going to get filthy rich and we'll be able to retire forever? What is that one thing that we're missing?
I don't know.
It's got to be something. We didn't think of ChatGPT. We didn't think of anything. What are we doing with our lives?
What are we doing? Why did we think of Facebook? Jeez.
Yeah. We didn't think of OnlyFans. We didn't think of anything.
money in OnlyFans, though. You don't have to invent it. But anyway.
Well, I bet you there's not a 50-year-old OnlyFans.
Well, that's what you're going to invent.
Says there is. Oh, of course she would know.
There's a show, I think I just saw the title, it's called Later Daters. I haven't watched
I didn't see that. I haven't seen it either. No, but it looks good.
And then they came out with The Golden Bachelor. See, there's more age-appropriate things for everybody. But going back to the Super Bowl, the Chiefs and the Eagles, they played each other 2 years ago.
They did.
It feels like we're
38-35 was the final score.
Wow, good for you. How did you know that? You got Google?
No, I just been doing my football research.
Okay, good job. But you're rooting for the Eagles.
I am rooting for the Eagles. I do have to give it to Patrick Mahomes. Is a heck of a quarterback. I mean, he really, some of the stuff he does, I have the fatigue that everybody's talking about when it comes to the Chiefs. And just like if you're a Chiefs fan, you're like, this is really cool for them to set the record if they win.
Yeah. And that's the thing. It's like, for Bulls fans, we didn't get tired of it.
No, of course not.
But football fans are tired of it. And Patrick Mahomes is actually voted the most beloved player in the NFL. 61% of people on YouGov said he is number one. So it's not that people don't like Mahomes. People just want to see some new teams. Like when Tom Brady won 6 with the Patriots, I hated the Patriots at the time.
Well, I was going to ask you about that because I don't feel like we have the same fatigue with the Chiefs as we do, or with the Patriots as we do with the Chiefs.
See, I actually think Brady got more hate because so many people were jealous of him. He had the supermodel wife. He had this perfect life.
Seemingly, because he's divorced now.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
At the time.
Sure.
So I don't know. I think it was there was a lot of fatigue for the Patriots, just like the Yankees. People hated the Yankees when they were winning. I wanted to see the Lions and the Bills, and I know that the Lions are in the Bears division, but I just wanted to see two teams that hadn't done it.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
But now I am rooting for Jalen Hurts and the Eagles.
Yes, because I mean that would be a heck of a storyline. You have storylines on both sides.
Right.
That's the thing. So you do want Jalen Hurts and the Eagles to redeem themselves after that loss 2 years ago.
Yeah, and I wonder if Jason Kelsey regrets retiring. He already won a Super Bowl, yes, but still, to have a chance to play against his brother again and maybe make Taylor Swift cry. Yeah.
Yeah.
But there are ridiculous bets. You can bet on anything when it comes to the Super Bowl.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you the most ridiculous bets there are. There's 10 of them, but I'm not gonna read them all.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna keep track of your answers if I have a pen, and then we're gonna double check yours.
That's
All right.
okay.
We got the
I'll
tape.
just keep a mental note.
Okay, here we go. We're gonna do these quick. Will any player or coach cry during the national anthem? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Here we go. Next. Sorry. Okay. If the Chiefs win, will Andy Reid be doused in barbecue sauce after the game?
No.
Real bet. Okay.
No.
All right. Number of beers sold over 120,000 or under 120,000?
Over 120,000.
All right. How many times will Taylor Swift be shown on a live game throughout the game? Over,
10.
under, 5.5. Over, under.
Over.
Okay. Over. What color Gatorade will be dumped on the head coach? Purple, blue, yellow, red, orange, or clear?
Yellow, lime yellow.
Okay. And last one. Let's see, who will the Super Bowl MVP thank first? Teammates, coach, family, God, owner?
God. And we're out of time.
There you go. We got it on tape, so we know your answers. We'll check it. All right. Well, hey, we love seeing our Windies visit us here in studio, and we are currently booking a live audience for both Friday, February 14th, that your day.
Yes.
And Valentine's Day, and Friday, February 21st.
Send an email to wcwaudience@gmail.com. That's wcwaudience@gmail.com with your name and the date that you'd like to attend. We'll reply with a confirmation email, and then you'll be all set. It's that easy. And we have to take a short break now. Coming up, the cutest puppies in Chicago are up for adoption, and they're predicting the winner of this weekend's big game.
Yeah, but up next, Maggie Sajak will tell us about Wheel of Fortune auditions this weekend at the Chicago Auto Show. Don't go anywhere.
The Windy City Weekend. Well, we know Wheel of Fortune is America's game. It's my family's game too, and I'm the reigning champ in my home. It is one that we watch regularly in the Warner household.
You've been talking about that since the show started. Yeah, well, this weekend, Chicagoans have a chance to audition to be a contestant on Wheel of Fortune and hopefully win some big money and prizes. The best part, auditions are being held at McCormick Place just across from the Chicago Auto Show, so you can visit both in the same day. Let's check in with Wheel of Fortune social correspondent Maggie Sajak for more details. Hey, Maggie, you getting ready for a big weekend?
Yes, we're so excited to be back in Chicago. You know, Wheel loves Chicago. We love coming here. We were here not too long ago, but I'm really excited to be back and find some great contestants from the area.
We can't wait to see you, Maggie. So, what can contestants expect?
Basically, you go to the event and you have 30 seconds to talk to our producers. So you tell them a little bit about yourself. It's super easy. You literally just have to talk about yourself. I mean, everyone can do that, right? But it's a lot of fun too. You get to hang out with other wheel watchers. I'll be there. I heard Ryan Cheverini might make an appearance, so that'll be pretty cool.
I want to audition. Can I audition? What does it take to be a good contestant on the show?
You know, it sounds cliche, but honestly, just being yourself is what's really important. We want to see that enthusiasm. We assume that you love Wheel of Fortune if you're showing up to the audition, so use your time wisely. Don't necessarily use it to talk about how much you love this show. We know you do. So just, be yourself, have fun, and enjoy the process because it's a great time.
Okay, Maggie, give us the real inside scoop. What tips do you have, like insider tips, to make sure that you get selected for the show?
I think enthusiasm is really important. And obviously we want someone that can play the game, but that's not even what we're going to be doing at this. At this, it's really just talking about yourself. So that's my biggest insider tip. I wish I had some secret to get everyone on the show because we have really seen a lot of contestants that have come to these contestant searches from all over the country. We've seen them in studio. We even had a 100K winner recently from one of these contestant searches, so it really does pay off to show up.
I have been waiting to see the 100K because every time I win, it's always the 40K or a car. I've never seen anybody win the 100K. That's awesome.
And you're going to be at the auto show.
And everything.
Yeah, and it's going to be at the auto show, side by side, so you can kind of knock out both in one day.
Exactly, and you don't need admission to the auto show, which is great too. So obviously if you go to the auto show, that's amazing, but if you're not able to make it there, you can still come hang out with us. And you can also win some merch. We do some games while you're waiting, but it is a pretty quick process. I'm assuming a lot of people will show up, but it'll go smoothly, don't worry.
Maggie, before we let you go, and we can't wait to see you, but how's Pat enjoying retirement?
He's good. Yes, we're having a lot of fun. He's enjoying it. And everything's good in the Sajak home.
Yeah. Now, has he ever been a contestant on the show?
Years and years ago, there was something for April Fools where he and Vanna played. My mom did the puzzle board and Alex Trebek hosted. So he was a contestant once and he did do very well.
Oh, well, he should.
I think he's got a lot of practice. So Maggie, thank you so much. We're looking forward to seeing you tomorrow.
Thank you guys. I'm so excited. Can't wait to meet everyone.
Yeah, all right. So tomorrow's the place to be, McCormick Place, for the Wheel of Fortune auditions just across from the Chicago Auto Show. As a reminder, as Maggie mentioned, you don't have to purchase a ticket to the auto show to attend the auditions, but hey, why not make a day of it and do both? We have all the details on our website, abc7chicago.com. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Windy City Weekend. The big game is this Sunday between the Chiefs and the Eagles, as we just talked about. And of course, Ryan has his barely accurate predictions for the Bears game. But today, we're going to get some help from some furry friends at Paw Chicago.
Yeah, this is Cutie. Already wants to get going. But first, joining us is the CEO, Susanna Wickham. Hey, Susanna.
Hi, good to see you. Good to see you.
All right, so tell us who we have here first, and then I want to hear more about Paw Chicago.
Sure, this is like a test, right? So that's Cutie, Dashing, Love, and the little girl Precious.
And Precious is knocked out. And tell us the story behind these siblings.
So they came into Chicago Animal Care and Control, which is the city pound. Their mother came in pregnant and was dropped off. And so Paws took her in. She delivered her babies, and they've been raised in foster, and now they're ready for adoption. They're 8 weeks old.
All right, and what kind of puppies are they?
We think they're Chihuahua mixes. So they'll stay pretty small, and they'll be at the adoption center later today.
Okay, and what's the process if somebody wants to adopt?
You can either walk in, but we advise people it's best if they go to our website, take a compatibility quiz that helps match them with the right pet, then they can make an appointment, come in, and our volunteers will help match make them with the perfect pet.
How do you not walk home with a puppy, go home with a puppy every single day? I mean, this has got to be hard.
It is hard, but I will say, when you see them get adopted to great people, like if this little baby goes home with you, that's perfect.
I don't know. Dashing is like fitting perfectly in my chest, just a little bit shaky, a little bit nervous, but so adorable.
Yeah. Now you talked about the compatibility quiz. I know it's like people get spontaneous and they want to go home with a puppy, or people get gifted this on their birthday or Christmas, which I know is not a good idea.
We don't do that. We tell everyone, bring the whole family. So we don't do surprises because this is a life. You know, these little lives have meaning. And so we want to make sure through the adoption process that people understand what they're getting into and they're willing to commit to the pet. And then, of course, we give a lifetime guarantee to our paws pets that if anything were to happen, they don't want the pet anymore, no questions asked, we take them back forever. They could be seniors. You could adopt, and this could be a senior, and we will take the pet back and find another home.
And even when you mention adoption process, top to bottom, how long is the process?
It takes a couple of hours because you're going to spend time. You're going to get to know the animal. We have notes from their foster, and we'll tell you all the notes. We'll tell you any medical observations, behavior observations. We'll give you tips. You walk away with your free first vet appointment, a bag of pet food. We give you everything. So it's as long as it should be because this is a big decision.
It's
you
a big
spend some time.
And you guys are one of the largest shelters, one of the largest shelters.
Yeah, we're the largest no-kill in the Midwest. And we're really known for we're the only high-volume spay-neuter clinic in the city of Chicago. That's important because it prevents overpopulation. We did over 17,000 free and low-cost spay-neuter surgeries last year.
Wow. Well, you know, I've done a barely accurate prediction at Paws Chicago. We're going to recreate one here. We need to find a winner for the big game. So,
yes.
As you see, we got our bulls down there, the red representing, you know, the Chiefs, and then the Eagles in the green. So here we go. We got our puppies. Let's put them on the.
Okay.
Let's put them at the starting line now.
Okay.
The more puppies to go to the bowl is going to determine the winner. Go, 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 go. Uh-oh.
Look at Dashing.
Here we go. What do we got?
Go Dashing.
What do we got? Is it going to be a tie if it goes 2 and 2?
Oh my goodness. Dashing's check.
It looks like the Eagles to me. 2 and 1. There it is.
It's 3 to 1 now.
3 to 1. We got a new big game champion, Val.
Oh yes, we do. How adorable was that? Special thanks, of course, to Paws Chicago. These puppies are looking for a loving home team. Get it? More info on how to adopt dogs from Paws Chicago is on our website, abc7chicago.com. Susanna and team, all the volunteers, thank you so much for being here today. I don't know. I think I'm going to take Dashing with me. I think. I'm going to try it out for a couple days.
All right, coming up next, film critic Richard Roper will let us know if it's a spend or a save on the newest movie starring comedian George Wallace. We'll be right back. All right, everybody. Well, after you pop into the Chicago Auto Show this weekend, why not pop some popcorn and watch the latest movies?
And who's better to tell us which ones to spend or save on than our friend and film critic Richard Roper? Hey, Rich.
I've been bringing good news so far this year.
Yeah.
Let's see if it continues.
I think we had all spends left.
We did.
Yeah. All right. Well, first up, it's the Irish Hatfield and McCoys. It's called Bring Them Down. It's a chilling revenge thriller starring Barry Cogan. It's about 2 neighboring families in rural Ireland who get into a bloody dispute involving sheep rams. Rich, is this good or bad?
It's still a spend despite that setup, Ryan. This is really brutal and bleak. You can tell, even though it's set in modern times, it has like a biblical overtone with shepherds and flocks, and they get into this rivalry that gets darker and more violent and even darker. So it's really good, but it ain't no light. Let's just have a good time and a glass of Chablis watching. You really got to get into this, but really well done.
Okay, I just saw that slap. I would agree with you.
Brutal.
Okay, next up, this next limited series is based on the life of Mel Gibson, and it's a true story about a popular wellness influencer who, get this, faked cancer and promoted dangerous alternative medicine therapies. Rich, are you saying sweet or sour on Netflix's Apple Cider Vinegar?
It's a sweet spend on one of the most sour individuals to grace this planet in the last 20 years. This is a true story. If you look this up, now Caitlin Dever from Booksmart, she's portraying the real-life Mel Gibson, who really did fake having cancer, then came up with an app that became one of Apple's most featured apps. It was called The Whole Pantry. It was this whole lifestyle, and she was promoting alternative solutions and telling people don't get chemotherapy, don't get scientific treatment. So not only was she a con artist, she was ruining lives. All really happened, and the series really, I mean, it's infuriating to watch, but it's also fascinating.
Was she doing this for attention or money or both?
All. all of the above.
So there's no mental illness going on.
There's a lot going on there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we got
All right, yeah, we got to spend on that. And then finally, a comedy series on Prime Video starring legendary comic George Wallace and Laverna Cox. George plays an old-school car wash owner in small-town Alabama who reconnects with his estranged child after 17 years, but he has a lot of soul-searching to do when his former son is now a trans woman. Rich, are we spending or saving on Clean Slate?
It's a spend. That's a perfect description of what this is all about. George Wallace has been playing Vegas for 50 years, so he's essentially playing himself. And Laverne Cox has done so many things. But what I love about this is it's set in Mobile, Alabama, church-going Southern community. So when the Alabama football dad opens the door and is greeted with, "Hi, Dad, I'm now Desiree."
And now this.
And you think he's going to slam the door, and he doesn't. And that's what makes you want to just hug this show. Because, yeah, he's got to do a lot of processing. They got to do a lot of bonding. But it's done in kind of a light and warm fashion. But everybody on the show, it's just one of those sitcoms. It almost reminds me of the shows from the 80s and the 70s, like Good Times and things like that, where there would be a lot of comedy, but some social commentary laced in there as well. So I love this. Love this show.
Now, this is a series. How many episodes are we talking?
I think we got 8 in the first season. We're going to get a second season for sure. It's light, easy viewing, even though there's sometimes pretty heavy subject matter, because it's handled so beautifully.
And you said this was on Netflix.
This is Prime Video.
Prime Video.
Prime
Okay,
Video.
there you go.
All right, we had all spends last week, all spends this week. Thanks a lot, Rich.
Okay.
All right, that's going to do it for us. Hey, make sure you head out to the Chicago Auto Show this weekend.
That's right. Have a great